Today we will be talking about emergency in India. The Constitution of India lays down three important kinds of emergency: national emergency, state emergency and financial emergency. Let's understand what they are and under what articles are they discussed. So the first one is Article 352. A very easy way to remember is +4 for each of those. So Article 352, 356 and 360. 352 talks about national emergency. Under national emergency, the fundamental rights are suspended. India has witnessed national emergency 3 times. Two of the times it was because of external aggression, a war situation in India. The third emergency was because of internal disturbance. So, three national emergencies so far. Then you have Article 356. Article 356 talks about state emergency. Now, when we say state emergency, what does it imply? All the powers of the state are taken over by the center. You have practically president's rule that is imposed. Now, each of the state, if there is unrest because of certain situations, internal disturbance, external aggression, you would have the state emergency that would be declared and president would preside over all the matters of the state. Now coming on to what we would be discussing today is Article 360. 360 talks about financial emergency. So far, India has not witnessed a single financial emergency since independence. Now, what actually is Article 360? When we say Article 360, it talks about that president, if believes that the financial stability of the country is under a threat, then president has the power to impose financial emergency. Now, how does it proceed? It occurs through a simple judicial review, and if it gets approved in both the houses through a simple majority. So it's just a simple majority that has to be passed, and there is financial emergency. How it is revoked or finally it is removed, what we can understand in simple terms. So when we say revoking a financial emergency, president does not need approval from anyone. President can decide on his or her own, what and when is the right time to remove a financial emergency from the country. Now, what are the proclamations that are issued under Article 360? Those are very important. So the proclamation is, it shall be laid down in both the houses of the parliament. It must pass through a simple majority in both the houses of the parliament, and this shall cease to operate in 2 months, which is the expiration period within which the resolutions have to be approved by both the houses of the parliament. Once you have a financial emergency that is imposed, there can be optional, so I repeat again, it's optional, there can be reduction in the salary of central employees, reduction in the salary of state employees, reduction in the salary of administrative officers, and the salary of judges of High Court and Supreme Court. Again, so far, I repeat, India has not witnessed financial turmoil, financial instability to that extent. However, it was during the period of 1990s, before you had the LPG reforms that came in, the situation was closing very near to a financial emergency, but Government of India pledged nearly 40 million tons of gold with the Bank of England as well as the Swiss bank, and that was an idea to limit the credit, to maintain the credit limits for the imports, or to secure the credit limits for the imports, and because of that we were able to survive through that phase. So those are some of the important things that we focus here. So I repeat again, financial emergency, a very important topic for this year. The articles of the Constitution, Article 352, which is the national emergency, 356 state emergency, and 360 financial emergency are very important. We'll be coming up with many more important lectures. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful day ahead.